The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots, streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app. Now, here are Bill Jones, Hek'ma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Go! Go! Dallas Cowboys! It's the Go Team.
We are back in the SWBC podcast studio.
Yes, we are. In the building, man.
We're throwing it back, too, with Everson Walls and Nate Newton.
And the
Hek'ma
sharpest man.
That's right, he is.
Podcasting
That's
today.
right.
That man got cufflinks.
He's got pocket square going.
He got cufflinks.
Pocket square.
Oh,
Look
pocket
at
square.
that.
That's old school right
Man, you know, I got to look good. My mama going to see me on TV today. So,
y'all missed the most glaring thing.
What's
He
that?
shaved his head. got a fresh
That
shave.
is glaring.
why you got to
He
do that?
went laser.
Hey,
He
man,
went laser on
I'm
that
very,
man.
Nate, I'm very sensitive now.
Okay, all right.
Leave me alone, man.
Good, man.
I appreciate it.
You looking sharp, boy.
Thank
How
y'all,
often do
man.
you shave your head?
Who me? Just every now and then.
Okay. I didn't know what it took.
It just whenever
I don't know how to get so clean, man.
It's a commitment. It's a commitment. And steam room.
That's and that's TV clean.
It's shea butter.
You're going to be on TV today. Hek'ma's going to be on TV today?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
I am going to be in this WFAA Channel 8 today for men's and women's basketball. So, yeah, man, it's going to be good. Going to be fun.
All right. And we're here to get you caught up on what's going on I can't believe there's still a whole lot of ice here at the
that's
Star
crazy,
in
bro.
Frisco, not on the roads, but you just look outside the practice field out there where there's supposed to be football players on the football field. There's a lot of ice on that football field.
In my driveway, too.
Yeah, that's the hardest part is
Can't
getting.
get up into my garage. I'm trying to. That took me 3 runs, and I made it. I made it.
Look, I just got to say for all the people from upstate New York and other places that are frustrated with Dallas people and how we deal with weather. Because they'll understand how we shut everything down for 5 days because of an ice storm. This is something that they are
They get
used
some
to.
snow with theirs, and snow gives you some traction.
Right.
When you don't get snow with it, it's just ice.
It's ice.
You just slide.
And see, that's what the East Coast people, they don't get.
That's exactly right.
It's a difference. It's a difference. Ice is dangerous.
Yep.
Very
That's right.
dangerous. It ain't fun.
Yep.
It ain't fun at all.
It's great having Nate Newton, the 6-time Pro Bowler, joining us. Mickey is away today. Mickey, I believe, is attending the funeral of Emery Tyler, the longtime Cowboys bus driver who passed away recently. And his celebration of life was late this morning, I believe. And so our thoughts and prayers are with Emery's family. And we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, we do.
On a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, my God.
Cowboys and otherwise.
Coaches and vacancies and hirings and all of that.
And Hall of Fame snubs.
But hey, don't worry about it. Hey, Coach, me and you got the same amount, bro. You ain't in, I ain't in. Don't worry about it, Coach.
We all in this.
We all in this together, Coach.
We all got beef now.
Yeah.
Everybody's got beef.
I got to get. I knew I was teeing up Everson on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can not start with that. We can end with that.
We can start with that. I must let me go here. I don't think the media has any business in football business, and I've always thought that. That media picking the Hall of Fame would be like me trying to tell you or Bill or Spags how to write. Like I'm voting on who's the best writer in the history of writing. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a bunch of football players together, and we're going to see which writer that we like more than other writers. And to me, that's what I see. And so when it comes down to it, I have those memories of Belichick snubbing the press at each press conference. And now this is their moment. To me, this is the way I see it. This is their moment to say, okay, Coach, got your back. I don't mean I got your back, but I got you back. Mm-hmm. And so to me, I just to me that's the flaw in the system. That's the system itself. I just don't think media has any right to tell me who should be in the Hall of Fame and what coaches should be in the Hall of Fame. That's just my opinion.
And it's a crazy the voting process that they have
They don't know
is
what
just
the hell they're doing.
It's what you've got 5 in that category. You've got which is the coach / former older player, Everson Walls type player, Nate Newton type player, and an owner, a contributor, whatever. 5 finalists for 3 spots, maximum 3 spots, if you get 80% of the vote. I mean, and so you're comparing what a coach has done to what a player, what Bill Belichick has done. There's no doubt what Bill Belichick has done to what Roger Craig did, Ken Anderson did, L.C. Greenwood did in their careers. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Just put the guys, and if they get 80% of the vote, they're in. I mean,
you have so many good players in history, and people talk about me. I could talk about him. I got 4 Pro Bowls. You got 6 freaking Pro Bowls. Mm-hmm. You got to make room for these great players. You act as if we still have the same amount of teams. Mm-hmm. We don't anymore.
We don't have 8 teams anymore.
Yeah, we got more players now, and they're all pretty damn good. And now, so that's why it's so desperate to where, I got my guy, I got Myers, you got your guy who pushes you. And so now, now it becomes political, because now I can't let you go, because if I vote for you, then that's going to go against the guy that I'm trying to vote for. And so it just becomes this game of chess, which is not fair to the players that got out there and had all those blood, sweat, and tears and freaking hip problems and back problems and knee problems, and you sitting up here just writing on some piece of paper, and you're pissed off because somebody don't want to answer your question correctly, and so you hold that against them until it's time for you to vote. Man, that's a grudge for you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a grudge.
And how about this part of it? I saw some criticism leveled towards Belichick because of the leak. Of course, the announcement's not supposed to happen until next Thursday, the NFL honors, and so somebody has leaked it out that Belichick didn't make the vote, whatever. Well, the process on this, they voted like a couple of weeks ago, okay? And then, as you know, at the NFL honors, they have videos. They go and tell whoever made it, okay, they'll have a former, like when Zach Thomas got it. Jimmy Johnson shows up at his house, and they've got the NFL cameras there that are filming it and everything. Okay.
Could you have said Lawrence Taylor?
I just remember Jimmy Johnson.
Okay. Could you have said Lawrence Taylor?
I don't know who told that was before, that was when they did it on a Saturday.
Okay.
The Saturday of the Super Bowl, they would just nobody knew who was getting in until later in the day.
So you said Jimmy showed up at the Lords of the Rings.
It's like weeks pass between the vote and when it's announced, and everyone's supposed to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
And then they tell the ones who didn't make it that you didn't make it, but don't tell anybody you didn't make it for like 3 weeks. And so you can't tell your family that, no, there's no sense in going to San Francisco because I didn't make it. I got to keep it.
Oh, man.
I can see Belichick telling his 20-year-old girlfriend, baby, they got me. They didn't let me in.
But don't tell anybody.
You going to tell everybody.
I'm sworn to secrecy because I'm not in the club. Why would I? Why do I care?
I didn't go in.
So they were like blaming Belichick for leaking it out. I mean, well, if I was Belichick and I didn't get in, I'd tell the world.
We all have our moments of rebelliousness. I guess when it happened with me, the only time I was up, family's there, and we got a little tequila in the room, everybody going celebration shots and all that. I didn't even get a chance to pour the doggone shots before the phone rang. Hey, brother, you didn't make it. Can we see you downstairs in about 10 minutes? You think I'm coming downstairs in 10 minutes after I'm not voted in?
Right.
My family's here in my room. We're about to, at least commiserate. And so, it took me a while to get down there, to say the least.
Yeah.
So we can go there and sit in the audience as those that weren't voted in. And I think they have a picture of Steve Young. And, you know, I don't know where the picture came from, but you can see my daughter in the background. And the look on her face was how our family felt. You know, just the pout. You know what I mean? You got the pout on your face. So, yeah, that was our own way of rebelling was I came downstairs like maybe an hour later as opposed to 5 minutes.
All right, so to your point of what you were saying about how many more teams there are, how many more players there are now than when they started the Hall of Fame.
Right,
okay.
right.
How many people are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? You have any idea?
300.
It's 300. I just looked it up. 382 members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Yeah. Does anybody really keep track of that? I mean, what difference does it make if there's 382 or 582? I mean,
to me, it would celebrate just the amount of players that are that good in the NFL.
Exactly. Right.
And so, you know.
I understand you want to keep it a reasonable number, but still, there's so many that are just getting overlooked. And it's past, you know, they're dead and gone before they get in.
Dead and gone.
Yeah. So if you're good enough to be in the Hall of Fame, vote them into the Hall of Fame. Get them in. Let's get on with it.
Do you think with Belichick that it had anything to do with his girlfriend? I mean, I'm serious. These are the kind of things we act as if this is off the table, but that is BS. And I want any reporter coming to me saying, "Oh no, our integrity is the bull crap." That's not happening. I'm sure that's on their minds when they voted. I'm sure there was
Spygate.
Yeah, we have Spygate, Inflategate, all of that kind of stuff. So then, of course, everyone says, "Okay." That kind
now
of
kickers massage their balls.
And
excuse me.
Pause. So, no, but I think the point is, you have coaches and players that are being discriminated against, for lack of a better term, just because of something off the field. Now, you're going to go with that off the field, or you're not. Let's be clear about that. And when it comes to the media, I think they move that goalpost so many times because no one is on the same page.
You know, I think one of the things that really confuses me when it comes down to this unique class of players that get voted into the Hall of Fame is when something like this happens, especially with the guy that you would say is undeniable. I think everybody would agree that Bill Belichick, Tom Brady is undeniable first ballot Hall of Famers. That if something happens in a situation like that, that you automatically, the guys that the 382 that are there currently, whatever committees that they have, come out and speak against that. They may not have a vote, but at least to be able to say, look, we're going to correct this action. Right. And that's what I'm looking at. And obviously this was leaked and it was supposed to happen.
They kind of tried to, you know, as he spoke of in the past, by trying to make up for it by putting a few people in. But it's just a one-year, you know, one-year thing.
A centennial celebration or something.
Wow. Right. Yeah. Well, I just feel like something has to be done in this situation because that is an injustice against somebody that I'm going to tell you, be honest with you, man, Bill Belichick, I hated him as a coach. I mean, all they did was win. They just continued to win and pile up Super Bowls. Time and time
That's
again.
But that is all about.
It's undeniable. Right. It's undeniable how good they were. So I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to fall on their sword on this one. I don't know who.
And the biggest conspiracy theory out there is that Robert Kraft had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Wow. Now
Robert Kraft, Belichick, and then the three.
And it's so funny.
Wow.
They won together. How are you trying to like be antagonistic towards each other?
Wow.
Y'all won together. You're mad at me for winning?
Think about the vote. Okay, think about how the vote takes place. You got 5 finalists, and only 3 can get in.
Yeah.
And you have to have 80% of the vote. And then what does Kraft think if Belichick gets in and he doesn't get in?
Is Kraft still eligible?
I mean, yeah, he's one of the finalists. The only one that we know about, supposedly, because of the report, was that Belichick is in it. We don't know who is in it.
Crazy, man. That's even crazy.
The plot thickens.
That's even crazy.
I like that. I like that. A little bit of drama.
Okay, we got lots to get to. And Producer Supreme, let me ask you a question right off the top. How long are we going? So I know, we going a full hour? We going 45, 50 minutes?
You can go to about 50.
About 50. Okay, let's go ahead.
Let's
go ahead and take a break, and then come back. And we're talking Cowboys when we come back here on Mick Shots.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
We've all been there. You hold onto a coupon, hoping to cash it in at the store, but then you forget about it. And suddenly you've got a mountain of useless expired coupons.
Do you think this one's still good? Free milk.
Oh, mate, that expired in 1993.
Dang it.
Fortunately, there are better ways to save money, like by switching to Geico. You could save about $900 on car insurance without ever touching a coupon.
Ooh, how about this one? Half off floppy disks.
Now, you should try a bit of spring cleaning.
It feels good to save big. It feels good to Geico.
Back to Mick Shots.
Auditions for the 2026 Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders opens March 13th. Don't miss your chance to audition for America's Sweethearts. Learn more at DallasCowboysCheerleaders.com/auditions.
All right, Mick Shots on a Thursday. Our regular time slot will be back next Monday, weather permitting, on Monday at 11 a.m.
Should have another something coming through, another front coming through?
It's supposed to get cold on Saturday, but I don't think there's precip with that. No. So, good. So, where do we start? We got two Super Bowl teams. We got the Patriots. We got the Seahawks.
It ain't got nothing to do with us.
We've got a defensive coordinator.
We do have a defensive coordinator.
That got something to do with us.
That got something to do with us.
Since we last convened. So Christian Parker, 34 years old, who was on Vic Fangio's staff with the Philadelphia Eagles. What are y'all thinking? Christian Parker now calling the shots on this defense.
Anybody that comes from Philly's defense, then I like their style. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring that same attitude here in Dallas that they had in Philadelphia. I'm hoping the guy is extremely successful. I hope he's here for a long time.
Hope we can get some pictures of him in some cowboy gear here pretty soon so we can stop seeing him in the Eagles. I've never been more excited and terrified for one individual than I am for Christian Parker, simply because if you go back to 2020 when Nolan was hired and that defense, obviously, Dontari Poe, Everson, Griffin, guys like that, that was a disaster. But then after that, when Dan Quinn was hired, you were able to bring in – Dan Quinn had full autonomy, bringing in his own guys, being able to get Micah Parsons, guys like that. Then you see the change on that defense. What is he going to be able to do? Because when he comes in here, he sees what's in the cupboard right now. It ain't a lot, and that don't make me a genius to be able to see that. The season played out, and you know exactly what it was. And so I want to know, what is he going to be able to change as far as personnel is concerned? I'm just going to go to a guy like Dan Campbell, who was unprecedented in losing his offensive and defensive coordinator and having to bring in two new guys. He fired his offensive coordinator, I think, mid-season, but his defensive coordinator was a guy by the name of Shepard that he elevated from within. He was a linebackers coach. So
Shepard, yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think with all the things that I'm hearing about Parker, everything that I've ever heard anybody say about him, it's all been good stuff. But his staff and the guys that we're hearing, I can say that Orr is
Zach
being
Orr.
Zach Orr.
Soto U.
Former UNT Mean Green Eagle.
Terry Orr's kid.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so guys like that could potentially be, I mean, he's still up for a DC position, I believe, with the Chargers. But still, you're hearing all the right stuff. You're bringing in all the right guys, but it's going to come down to personnel. You know that. I know that. And can they build around Quinnen Williams? To me, that's where the rubber meets the road on this whole decision for me.
I agree with you.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, I agree with what you guys are saying. My thing is this here. You hired this guy. Unlike the other guy we had in Coach Eberflus, you know what this guy brings. You know what type of defense he runs. You know what type of coverages he like.
That's right. That's what I was.
Now, are you going to demand that your players line up and play this guy's well ball? Because if we're going to do the same old thing, I rarely ever talk about players, but I said this and I'm going to say it again. You got rid of Eberflus, okay, I understand. Do your thing. Get rid of some of them players too. Either demote them, because what happened last year, that was not on the coach, not by himself.
Yeah.
So this guy's supposed to be a great communicator. He's supposed to be this. I mean, every time, we had a guy on our show the other week. Man, he's this, and he can break it down, and he can do ebonics, and he can do hooked on phonics. He can do all these things. But I promise you,
There you come up with this.
if a player can't play, he will not be here long. Okay?
I think that's kind of where I am.
Ebonics and hooked on phonics. That's it. All right.
I'm glad I called him. I think from what I recall, in Philly, they play a lot of man-to-man. And I think that has a lot to do with why we were so successful against them. That's why Dak is so successful again, because he has his philosophy of playing man-to-man defense. So like you said, Nate, you got to bring the players in that know how to play man-to-man. Yeah. Don't bring in a big, heavy-footed, zone-playing DB who cannot play one-on-one. Right. So now, based on that, that means that our front seven is they're gonna have to be dogs.
That's right.
Because we're gonna be occupied back here. I got my man. Y'all work that up front.
Yeah.
So your line, once again, that comes back to the linebackers. It's gonna come back to the edge, and it's gonna come back to the linebackers, which is what we always said we needed on this team, even before Eberflus was gone.
How about this on Christian Parker and Vic Fangio? 2 years ago, the Eagles had the 31st ranked pass defense in the league. They hire Fangio and Christian Parker, his secondary coach, and they go to the Super Bowl the next year. What they do in the meantime, they drafted in the first round a cornerback out of Toledo named Quinyon Mitchell, who very quickly became a Pro Bowl talent in this league. And in the second round, they drafted Cooper DeJean.
Yep.
And if Christian Parker if Howie Roseman, the GM, and Vic Fangio were picking the brain of Christian Parker, and he was the one saying, yeah, I like that guy, Quinyon Mitchell. We can do something with him. I like that guy, Cooper DeJean. Right. That bodes very well for the Cowboys, because the Cowboys use their assistant coaches in a huge way as far as evaluating talent and the guys they want to draft. They have a big say-so in who they draft. And so that's a pretty good little track record that Christian Parker has, assuming that he was involved in that whole process.
He was with Denver a little bit too, right?
Yeah, and so he had Patrick Surtain there, and he was when they drafted Surtain.
Yeah, Brother, we just had a whole segment on players and coaches. Every great coach has great players. Parker, Surtain, Parker, the two guys, first and second pick.
Yeah.
Come on now. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do over there?
Yeah.
I understand everybody talking about Revel. Oh, he's going to do this with Revel. He's going to do that. He's got to learn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Revel's still in the learning process. So are we going to give Coach Parker some slack while he's helping this young man develop? See, it takes patience to do what everybody's talking about. It takes patience. But first of all, if it's man to man, don't run back in the zone saying you didn't understand. Because we had the opposite last year. And that is going to stay on my mind for a while until I see from OTAs all the way to training camp and guys are actually practicing together and not taking days off. We don't have enough guys on this team with experience enough to take days off. I'm way past what Coach Park had. Mm-hmm. He got to learn names. He got to learn who players are. I'm talking about get these players in here. Yeah, because we don't have enough of them.
Yeah, and you know that teams are multiple these days, so I don't know if this argument even sticks when it comes down to moving from a 4-3 defense to a 3-4 defense and whether you have the personnel to play that. You talk about man versus zone and all of those things, and that was a whole nother issue with us last season.
So Eberflus was in a 4-3? They didn't have the personnel to run a 4-3. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm adding to what you're saying right there.
So you get it.
This team's going from a 4-3 to the 3-4. We didn't have personnel for a 4-3, so the canvas is
it's
clean.
Clear. Yes, sir.
We can do whatever they want to do, whatever he wants to run.
In this league,
fill in the blanks. Because there's a lot of blanks.
Yeah. If you go look at the Giants, because they're in our division, they are 3-4 team. People are 3-4 people. Mm-hmm. But who runs a 3-4? A real 3-4. Same way with the Eagles. Who runs a real? This thing is so, like the NFL like to say, positionless.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's not a Parcells 3-4 anymore.
Yes, Come on, man. Look at Seattle.
It's a Belichick.
Come on.
Amoeba defense.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't play these games anymore. I usually say this for my show, but don't be a dummy as a fan to think that we are base anything. You run base in OTAs, you run base in mini camps, and by the time you get to training camp, you sprinkling everything in. And please, Coach Schottenheimer, let your players know what you're going to run this year because you hid everything last year and it looked like it went on the field. He hid too because we never saw it. Come on now.
He was still hiding it.
Yeah. Come on, man. What you think, bro?
I'm still on the Ebonics and orthophonics, man. I'm still trying to figure that much out. But that's the point that I'm making, literally. Knowing that, teams play a variation of everything. And just looking at I'm just going with the foundation of what we have. What can Coach Parker build around? And Quentin Williams, Osa Digizua, Kenny Clark, and I stop there. DeMarvion Overshown, I throw him in there. Mm-hmm. But what's my guy? Donovan Ezaraku, I stop there. And everybody outside of that, it's on hey, man, these are guys that we have to bring in to increase the productivity on this team. We absolutely didn't have it. I don't know where you're going in free safety, your next linebacker, any of that. And everybody sounds like a genius when you talk about what the Dallas Cowboys need because it's vast. Yes. You started off the whole offseason talking about, instead of talking about the draft, let's talk about free agency.
Right. Yes, sir.
Let's go out here right away and who's out there. Because when I think about Dan Quinn, when he came in, if you guys remember, it was KZ and the other linebacker, I can't think of his name, that Keon O'Neal that he brought in, guys to implement his system. Who is he bringing with him from Philadelphia? Or we know that he's never been a defensive coordinator. We know that he hasn't called plays as a play caller. So who are going to be some of those guys that are going to be able to come in and implement the system that he wants to use?
One guy that I hope that he just comes up to and makes himself known is Deron Bland. Because Deron's going to be his guy. Deron plays just like his cornerbacks play in Philly. They love to play man-to-man. He's a very diverse player, playmaker. I would imagine whatever he's doing, he's going to go to Deron first and say, hey, man, we need to be good. We need to communicate at all times because you are the only guy right now that I can say is solid in this secondary.
You can look at the salary scale.
It
starts right
there. Yeah.
and hopefully Duran gets his foot fixed
and
to where he's fully healthy.
Well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, I mean, you look at the secondary in particular, the guys that are under contract going into 2026. You got Bland and you got Revel. You got Kalen Carson going into his third year. You got Reddy Stewart, Josh Butler, Trikweze Bridges at the cornerback position. And At safety, Malik Hooker is under contract. Donovan Wilson is a free agent. Wanye Thomas, Marquise Bell, and Elijah Clark. So that's what you got to work with right now on that roster in the secondary.
So it's going to be a lot of movement, Nate.
It's called free agency.
Yeah,
and that's true. I mean,
free agency, man.
Because we'll talk all you want to about these 2 first-round draft picks, number 12 and number 20, but this year, the guys now those guys better contribute in a big way at 12 and number 20 that high. But this year, the guys that are going to really matter are the guys that you sign in free agency to add to this.
And if you wait a month, it'll be what's Bridge? Oh man, we be talking about Bridges again.
Yeah. You know, he's got some potential.
Yeah, no, we don't need no potential. I'm so tired of potential.
So you said, hey, when the clock strikes 12, we need to be on the phone, making those phone calls.
Hey, let's cheat. Let's cheat.
Right.
That'd be a weekend
at 11:30.
Yeah.
Which means at the combine. That's when the talk starts.
Thank you, man.
The illegal tampering period with the agents started to combine. Or how about at the Senior Bowl? Let's get it started right now.
No doubt. No doubt.
Y'all ain't gonna like what I say. Franchise my man. Franchise our wide receiver. Just don't play. Franchise him today. You already franchised, dog. We'll figure this out.
Thank you for handling that for the front office.
We'll figure this out. Bro, I'm finna make us a winner. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
There's no way you let that man hit the pavement.
I don't care what you do. You franchise him, and you look him in his eye and say, "Bro, you gonna work it out one way or another."
Sorry, bro. We'll get you next year.
Yeah, you gonna work this out. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something, man. Sometimes you got to put your foot down.
Yeah.
You know, the problem we've had around here is we've been letting dudes with average attitudes walk around like they kings. Not that they're not great players, but great players play a different way. And they give it to you all the time.
Yeah.
So we've been letting a few great players walk around him with bad attitudes. And I'm hoping this is what Mr. Parker's going to change. I'm hoping this is what Coach Schottenheimer is changing. I'm hoping Mr. Jones, hey, man, what did the coach say? Let's do what the coach say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
All right. When we continue here on Mick Shots, we didn't get a rundown from you, Hek'ma, today.
I don't think you needed a rundown for all the information that's out there right there. I think we're good. Wherever you want to go, Bill, I think we got it covered.
And we're going there next here on Mick Shots.
Let's do it.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
We all do it. You keep singing the wrong lyrics to a song, even though you know they're wrong. You stick with them.
So, what you're saying is, it's I love you, babe, and not lasagna, babe?
Reminds me of how people might be sticking with the wrong insurers. But switching to Geico can get you the right coverage for the right price.
Oh, man. This whole time, I thought Fire in My Heart was referencing the heartburn from the lasagna.
I hate to break it to you, mate.
It feels good to get it right. It feels good to Geico.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back to Mick Shots.
The most action-packed motorsports experience in the world returns to Arlington Head to AT&T Stadium on Saturday, February 14th for Monster Jam. Get ready to cheer, scream, and be amazed as massive Monster Jam trucks take over Arlington. Tickets are on sale now at SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing partner of AT&T Stadium.
Okay, we continue with Mick Shots, and we had conference championship games on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, we had a matchup of Mike Vrabel's Patriots against Sean Payton's Broncos in the AFC game.
Yep.
NFC game, we had Sean McVay's Rams against Mike McDonald's Seahawks. What did we learn from these games? It's pretty good coaches involved in those games. Coaching matters. Players matter.
Mm-hmm.
Does defense win championships?
All the time.
Yes,
all the time.
It does.
And
defense and a running game.
Thank you.
It's old school. Defense and a running game. All this passing, it still comes down.
Let me tell you the difference, the slight difference. One coach went to their quarterback and said, man, we're going to save you. We're going to run this ball, and we're going to play some defense.
Which coach was that?
Another coach then go to his player and say, hey, man, we're going to save you. And he let him just get him kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
That kid down south, his coach should have went and said, hold on, man. We got you through the Pittsburgh game. He hurt him.
Right.
This is where coaches matter to me. When you can go and assess your players and put them in the best position to win.
In spite of their complaints.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And I'll
I
give you
can do it, Coach. No.
Early example was Wilson with Seahawks, with their head coach. Like, I understand you want to cook, but not this year.
Right.
Not the next year. Now, you can cook after your fifth year, but you ain't cooking these first 3 years.
How many Super Bowls did they get to after his fifth year?
Yeah, none, because he was cooking.
Got to a couple early.
Yeah, I just believe this right here. The coach of Seattle, and me and Heck talked about this right here. That kid is a bomb waiting out.
Oh, yeah. For real? Oh, yeah.
He's a bomb waiting out. If they give him the check with me, or, hey, you can change your play if you want, you can guarantee it's going to be 5 or 6 interceptions.
Wow.
But as long as that coach say, run what we call,
Hey,
it's going to be all right.
I think the team in Houston, they should have took C.J. Stroud to dinner and said, listen, this is what we need you to do.
Yes,
and
sir.
this is what we don't need you to do. That's it.
Just hype.
Hey, and when you talk about a guy like Sam Darnold, to me, everything that has been made of his performance is the goose egg that's in the interceptions category.
Right.
He was smart enough to not put the ball in any danger. When you saw him last, when he had on a Vikings uniform, he was throwing interceptions to everybody.
I love quarterbacks that learn.
Yes.
And he learned. Even your boy out here, Dak learned.
Yeah.
He learned a lot from his mistakes.
Baker Mayfield learned.
And it made him a better quarterback, and even Baker Mayfield
learned.
He was in the MVP race for a long time until his last few games.
Right.
But those guys learned a lot from their mistakes that they in previous years. And when you can adapt like that, then you got to win them.
You know, so now back to the Cowboys. We got through with that, Bill. Back to the Cowboys.
What do you think of D-Law going to the Super Bowl?
I love it. I love it for him.
He called it.
He did.
Yeah.
He called his shot.
I didn't believe him.
I love it for him. I love that D-Law is on a deep. Man, Seattle has 11 guys that are relentless to the football. I love that Seattle
Murphy
Rams game
DJ,
was amazing to watch from a defensive standpoint. Those, even though they had that bad call on the cornerback, that was a boneheaded call. I don't know how the referee. Either way, anyway, but those guys as a defense, to me, that. It would not surprise me if they won the Super Bowl based off of the way that those guys play.
Well, I think both teams are similar. You got two quarterbacks that were pretty much underrated coming into the season. And that's what I like about them, and both of them are defensive-minded. Vrabel, with the attitude that he has defensively, that's what turned this team around, and playing smart with your quarterback, just like you said. That's how you win it.
Tell you something. It's how you see the game. Jimmy Johnson would always talk about that. One day I went to him. He said, "You got to score, Nate. You got to score.
Yeah, you have no choice.
You have no choice but to score. That's where you win.
That's right.
The stops are when you're down by 3, you need a stop. Is your defense man enough to get you off?
Yeah.
You're going down, it's 2 minutes left in the game. You up by 3 or 6. A touchdown beats you. A touchdown ties it up. Do you have the defense to stop it?
Do you have the players that make clutch plays?
Yes, sir,
Sometimes
man.
it's not just about the team. You got that one X factor that came in and made those plays and turned it.
Can Seattle's defensive line this is what I want everybody to understand. DeMarcus Lawrence has not gotten better. He has not gotten worse.
He was always good.
What he has gotten is 3 other dogs up front that allows him to be one-on-one. And now when a player can be one-on-one, because I used to see Lawrence Taylor, the great ones, and DeMarcus ain't the great one, but to see the great, how they just working you the whole game, just setting you up for that 1 or 2 moves at the end of the game to make a play. And that's who they were. Everson, you used to lay back off on balls and certain and just setting them up like, boy, he going to mess around. Yeah. And the great players can do it, which you are a great player, which you and Belichick should call each other. Anyway.
How about
commiserate as well?
When you talk about that defensive line for the Seahawks, you got Leonard Williams.
Thank you.
You got Byron Murphy.
Thank you. First-round pick.
DeSoto, you.
Yeah.
That's right. And you got DeMarcus Lawrence in there. You got, when you build this Cowboys defense, is that a blueprint there where you can see with Quinnen Williams?
Since 1960.
Yeah, Quinnen Williams and Oso Digizua and Kenny Clark. If you put DeMarcus Lawrence on this defense with those guys in the middle,
there you go.
He'd be doing the same stuff.
He's doing the same thing and bring it. And that's
and can Donovan how quickly can Donovan Ezeraku get to anywhere near that level?
It's amazing that we don't understand as fans yet that it's still built from the inside out. It's still built from the inside out. That's why I was willing to watch our left guard go to left tackle just to save the season so Dak won't get destroyed. Right. But the season over with, put this kid back at left guard, keep your middle strong, and do something with one of your tackles. And it's that defensively, and that is that offensively. Everson knows, man. As great a corner as he was and still is in my eyesight, he has some good safeties.
Damn right.
Yeah, he has some good safeties.
You damn right.
So when Everson say, "Hey man, I'm gonna sit down on this right here.
I need you up there. My back, boy."
Yeah.
And Michael Downs,
and they
had
did
it every time.
Every time. Right. And I tell people over here,
every time.
If you really know football, you will quit looking at the outsides and you will bring your eyes to the inside. NFL, football, the people that do the movie. All the great shows, they tell you, follow the football. Follow the football.
Yeah. Down the middle of, I've always said it, the middle of the field.
That's the shortest way to.
And that's where your best players need to be.
Yes.
Your best players up here.
Yes.
You need safety, middle linebacker, center.
Yes.
Quarterback, and a running back.
Right.
Sometimes it's just a fullback.
Yes.
A Moose Johnson type of guy. You need those kind of guys right down the middle because they're the ones that make the adjustments all the time.
I want to say this about the Seattle Seahawks coach. That's a bold strategy, him coming in 2 years now, getting to the Super Bowl. But you got to think about what he did last offseason. He let go of 2 superstar wide receivers that everybody coveted. He changed some things, brought in a free agency. As you talk about this, our defensive coordinator, what can he do? In free agency, you bring in guys that can help you right away, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's a bold strategy. And at the beginning of the season, people are like, wait a minute, you're trading him to where? You don't, this guy, you're going to say Jackson Smith and Jigba can be the guy that can carry the water for you.
We knew it. We knew it.
Yeah. But, that's, high school, watching him at Ohio State, but just knowing that he could be your 1A wide receiver. And, again, moves like that are not popular amongst the fan base, but they are when the result comes out that you win a Super Bowl.
And the Rams were telling Cooper Kupp he needed to retire. And look what he did. He goes to Seattle and keeps the Rams out of the Super Bowl, and he's going to the Super Bowl.
Touchdown.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, man. I like that.
You know, and Troy loved his Enigma. Is that got
Enigma?
Oh man, his pad,
JSN.
His pad lever never moves. When he comes in and out of routes, his pad lever is like Troy. Stop.
Because they know he's not the fastest, Nate.
Well,
I'll get you off the arrow.
As you speak, who do we have like that? Well, they had it. It's Steve Largent.
Yeah.
Same pad level. Every route looked the same. He wasn't fast at all. But we know
fast enough for the Hall of Fame.
You know, that amazes me because he called me the other day talking about, yeah, he's not that fast. I say, stop. Stop.
You didn't want to hear.
Who cares?
Nobody cares.
I didn't know that. He's not that fast.
Yeah, I
didn't know
cares?
Got a burner.
What's he run, like a 4.6 or something? 4.5?
7.
I'll look him up.
Really?
Yeah,
what?
it might be.
My
Yeah,
speed?
I don't know. I'm just saying he's not. I'm just telling you.
That's how good he is, though.
Man.
That's
what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Everson, what you ran in the 4?
I ran a 4.7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, but the clocks were slower back then.
The grass was longer.
He ran a 4.52.
He ran a 4.52.
Ran a 4.52
All right.
at the combine.
That's not bad. It's not
Just like Michael Irvin ran a 4.56, and he, come on,
His
man. It don't
shuttle,
matter when you that
shuttle was a 3.92.
That's where it comes.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Coming in and out of break.
Short
That's
area
where you
quickness.
get it, bro.
So you think his pad level adjusted when
Just a little bit.
He had to adjust it then if he's going.
Yeah, he did.
when I see a great player, I don't think about none of the things that people bring up like, hey, he's not that fast, he's not that quick, or he's not that strong.
You just see him making plays.
Yeah, I just see him making plays.
I just saw his cone drill.
What was cone drill?
6.57 cone drill.
Yeah.
That's about as fast as I've seen.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean he has everything. He's always has.
Except
he's
the
been
long speed.
He's
only,
been that,
only 4.52 long.
He's been that kind of player since he was born. I was just pointing out something about his game that is different. You know, he has one speed, and that's JSN to the house. That is it.
I'm telling you, that's Steve Largent. One speed.
Think about the local guys that are. How about the Broncos-Patriots game when you've got Stidham at quarterback, but he would early on the one pass he hit was to Marvin Mims on
right
Christian Gonzalez, 2 local guys right there. And speaking of cornerbacks, that Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots, he's a real deal.
Oh boy, they like him.
In fact, you got in that same draft a couple of years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, he was a first-round pick, number 16 or so, and Devon Witherspoon for the Seahawks was top 10 pick. He's about 6th or 7th pick in the draft. Both those guys now in the Super Bowl. How important is a cornerback position?
Hey, I want to know what happened with the ankle. Can anybody tell what happened?
Bo Nix?
Yeah, what happened? Did he?
They said after the surgery, the surgeon said that it was only a matter of time. It was going to happen sooner rather than later.
Wow.
He had what Sean Payton said the other day was he had a pre-existing condition.
Okay.
And
That's why he was limping a little bit after
it just went on that particular play. It went on him.
They just said he got hurt in the locker room celebrating.
No.
No, it was the second to last play of overtime on that sweep quarterback to the left, and then he just knelt down for the position for the field goal.
Want to know what you got.
And let me ask this question right quick, because it's kind of weird to me. People always ask me, they're like, who you picking in the Super Bowl? And I tell them I don't care. Is that a bad thing because I don't care because the only team I go for is the Cowboys?
That makes perfect sense because I don't give a damn either.
But that doesn't mean you don't enjoy watching the game.
Yeah, I watch the game. But like, if you want to break down the game,
because you're going to enjoy whoever wins.
Yeah.
Really.
Man, pick a team, man. I'll give you all that. Man, why we got to do all that?
You can talk to Isaiah Standback. You can talk to Isaiah.
No, you pick a team, man. He's scoring for Seattle.
What is that? Why do you have to pick a team?
Yeah,
I like players. I
do too.
I'm a fan of players, and so some players are on one team, some players on the other team.
Because you know every guy from the state of Texas, so
that's right.
I thought you had that. I thought we had the same belief with the Oklahoma players, but evidently you don't.
No, that's everybody. Everybody from around here.
Yeah.
So you wants to pick a team so you can be right? Is that what it is?
I mean,
that's what I be asking.
I mean, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
You want to win?
But you watch the game. You watch both of these teams.
Yeah.
You know which one you think is better than the other. I mean, you have an
one
affinity.
thought on my mind.
You have an affinity for the coach. You have for
Why
the quarterback.
Would you have to have an affinity for anybody?
Maybe you like them. I don't know. You like them as a player. It's just something.
I have
What
one
if you
thought.
have equal number on both teams?
Oh my God!
It's just like picking the Hall of Fame.
I have one thought. When I'm looking at these Super Bowl guys, I have one thought, Everson.
You wish it was us.
I have one. I'll be like, why don't the Cowboys have
Why
him?
couldn't we do that?
That's the only thought I have.
There you go.
Why couldn't we do that? Yeah, that's what I look at.
I'm like, if we can get
Green notebook.
Hek'ma to shave all the Cowboys' head like he does here,
we
Go, man.
We're gonna be
Why you gotta be like that, man? Yo, man. Nah, stop, bro.
he got his cowboy blue on. You can't tell him that he got a cowboy blue on.
Ready to go.
We're done, and so we will see you again. Well, Nate's going to stick around and do another show.
Yeah.
Here, so
We
you got
have as much fun on that show as he
more Nate coming up here in just a moment.
try to be
but otherwise, we'll see you at Monday at 11 a.m.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?